What's up? It's Adam here with my buddy Danny.
Hey, what's up?
And we are making a video tonight for you. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to overcome challenges that may come up when you're trying to be consistent and going after your goals. And we're talking about dating in this video. So when you're going out, trying to get out there and manufacture the social life that you want for yourself and staying consistent and overcoming obstacles that may come up for you, such as maybe people that are vying for your time. You're going to have to make time for yourself and have a schedule and manage your time management. These are important things to be able to stay consistent, stay on your grind, because I would say it's about sustainability and being consistent and just putting in that time every single day. It's not about just one big event, one big action. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, that's like the big thing. You have to be consistent. So today I was like having some drama with my buddy. He was like giving me a lot of shit. He was like trying to take up my time, but I had made plans to go out. So it was like this big like hectic thing. I was trying to fit in all these things, and I had this like crazy busy day. So when I actually got out and went to the club, I was not feeling it. I was feeling shitty. I was like, I'm so mad. I'm like pissed at this guy. I'm pissed about everything. And I was like, I can't do this, right? But I made the commitment. I told Adam I was going to come out tonight, so I made that commitment, and I had to do it. And I got out, and once I got there, I was like, okay, now I'm feeling this. And it took a while. In fact, when we got in there, Adam like immediately like approached a girl, and he like immediately hooked her, and she was all over him. And I was like, fuck. I was like, he's outdoing me, and my ego started getting involved, and I just started getting mad about everything. I started getting mad at like the drama. I was getting mad at the person like earlier. I started like getting mad at myself. Started like getting mad at the club atmosphere, and that can happen, right? Like our emotions can do that. So, but what I had to do was like center myself, calm down, and realize like everything Adam just said. It's just it's all about like how you feel inside, and just making that commitment and doing it. And yeah, that's like something that's really good about Adam, is that he really understands the inner game aspect of it. He understands that like there's no pressure. Like you go up to like a girl, you talk to her, there's no pressure. She could tell you like fuck off. She could like love you. It doesn't matter. That's like the real key. Like you understand that, like exactly what he said. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It really is like what's important.
So what are some ways that you got yourself out of that mentality? And maybe did you find that you got yourself out of that mentality and then turn the night around?
I think the most important thing at first was that I recognized I was falling into it. If you don't recognize it, if you don't like kind of take stock of what you're feeling and like kind of your state, so to speak, if you don't take stock of that and you're not aware of that, you're not going to like necessarily realize. You're just going to like everything's going to take over. Like it's going to take over your mind. It's going to take over your feelings. And if you can't recognize it. So what really benefited me tonight, and what really got me going, and then I started doing better, was that I recognized that like I was like feeling shitty, and I realized like this is not it. And I just kind of like had to like kind of take a moment and just tell myself like, be happy to be here. Don't get wrapped up into that stuff, and take action. And as soon as I started taking action, it was like this like weight off my shoulders. It took a few approaches, it took some time, but I picked up on that pretty quickly. It was that like, if I take action, the bullshit's gonna go away, the pressure's gonna come off, and I'm gonna start enjoying what I'm doing. I'm gonna start loving being out here in this club on this beautiful night.
It reminds me of there's a book out there, and it's called Turning Pro by Pressfield. And in that book, he says that the difference between the amateur and the pro is that the amateur will only get out there when they feel like it. And when you go pro, and when you make that mental shift in your mind, the pro, regardless of how they feel, they do the thing. They do whatever that thing is. For you, if you're looking to improve your social skills, it means that you're showing up to the bar, you're showing up to the club, you're going to the coffee shop, you're hitting up the malls, you're going where the women are that you want to meet. And you're no matter how you feel, ideally you're getting out there and you're taking action on a consistent basis, because that's how you build any skill. That's the principle that will apply to anything that you're going to do. It's about just making sure that you're getting it in on a consistent basis and over a set period of time, and eventually you're going to build skills, right? And then it's also about, there's many things that you can do to optimize that, whether it's the people that you're learning from, the type of training that you're doing, because as the saying goes, it's not about just practice, it's about perfect practice. It's not practice makes perfect, it's perfect practice makes perfect. So the quality of the practice or the training methods that you use, these can make a difference as well. But at the most basic level, you want to just make sure that you're getting out there. But the problem is that sometimes that can be difficult, especially in life. There's so many things that can come up in people's lives that are also priorities, and you need to prioritize different things in your life too. Or you might be struggling with something going on at home, and that's bringing your mood down. Or maybe your finances aren't at a point where maybe that's stressing you out, and you need to work on that area of your life. Maybe it's your health that's suffering, so maybe you need to put some focus on there. So you can't just, sometimes you might not be able to get out there as much as you can, but try to just fix those areas that are holding you back, put focus onto those areas, and then as you fix those areas, you can then focus on the other areas of your life that you want to start developing. So, getting out there and having a good social life and getting out there and meeting women and building up and cultivating that area of your life, that's a fundamental part of being a human being. If you're not having sex, life can kind of be sad for you. And the problem is though is that maybe is something that you need to put on the back burner to take care of your finances, or maybe it's you need to focus on something going on in your home life. But ideally, what you want to do is be managing all those areas of your life. And what is being a pro, right? That coming back to that book, Turning Pro by Stephen Pressfield, start just taking things seriously now. Start focusing on your diet. Start learning time management skills. Start reading books on business, and a lot of the concepts in business books and other literature can help you with managing your life, so that you don't make excuses, say I don't have the time. You make the time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. And what I've noticed, to kind of go in a different direction, is that when you're being true to yourself and doing what you really want to do, and you feel like I'm doing what I want to be and I'm being who I want to be, that will bleed into other areas of your life. So if in general you've created that ecosystem where I'm doing what I want to do in my life and I'm being true to myself, when these problems come up, and when family problems, drama, friend problems, work problems, whatever come up, if you in general have that ecosystem strong, these things will affect you less, and you'll be able to bounce back quicker, and you'll be able to get out of that, right? So if you have everything, you feel like you have everything beating down on you, like I'm taking it from this angle, I'm taking it from this angle, I'm taking it from every angle, it's going to be a lot harder to just bounce back out of that and be like, I can go, I can fight. But if you've set everything up around you, then when these things happen, you can be like, oh, this is just a minor problem, or like, oh, I was overreacting to this, and I can kind of fix this. I can, regardless of this, I can still stay on my path. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, so, today, for example, I was going to leave the house and I was going to come out to the bar, but part of me was saying, I'd like to just stay at home. Why can't I just, maybe I'll just stay at home today. I'm not going to go out. Maybe there's other people that want my time as well. And part of me,
you can really feel that. You can feel like, oh, I got an obligation to this person, I got an obligation to that person, I'm going to have to sacrifice. So it can be hard to manage all that shit.
Yeah, so that you might, and there's opportunity cost, right? You have to decide what it is that you want to do with your life. You have to decide what you want to do with your time. You only have so much time in life, just as much as when you're looking at your schedule, you're looking at your money. It's not just your money; it's your time. Your time is the most valuable resource that you have, and you only have 24 hours in a day, just like anybody else. You start auditing your time, right, and really make a decision of what is important to you. How do you want to live your life? Like Danny was saying here. Just for the fact that you are pursuing the things that are meaningful to you can build happiness and fulfillment within you to the point where you're actually then better for the other people around you. When you're not living your life the way that you want to live it, that actually sometimes can bring you down, and then you're actually then you get more angry more easily, you get irritated more easily, and you're actually not good for the other people that are around you in your life. Part of you needs to be selfish. You need in a way where you're handling your own ecosystem, you're handling your own emotion, your own emotional happiness, your own fulfillment. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah, when you're true to yourself, you will be better for the people around you.
So you're going to be better for the people around you. If this is something that you want to do, even if it's dating or if it's anything that you might be passionate about, start going after it. Start going after the things that you want in life, and decide how you want to spend your time. You can use your time to build family relationships. You can build time to strengthen the relationships in your life. You can use your time to pursue some sort of a sport. You can play video games. You can watch TV. What do you want to do with your time? You only have so much time in your life. But and what is the best way to live your life? What is a meaningful life? A meaningful life can be whatever is meaningful to you. Who's to say that going out and trying to develop your social skills and trying to meet women that actually excite you, this game is challenging in many ways, and you can use it as a self-development tool, which I've used it in that way. It's fulfilled me in so many other ways. It challenges me in so many ways. It's not just about sex, although that's an amazing part of it, but it's something that's not really within your control, and it's something that's not going to happen all the time when you go out. So what are you cultivating? If you're in this for the long run, and you're going to do this, say, for 10 years, at the end of 10 years, where are you going to be? Are you still going to be at the same point you are in your finances? Are you going to be at the same point you are in life, and then all you have to show for it is that you had sex with a bunch of women? I mean, yeah, that's fun. Those memories are great, but what's actually the thing that is long lasting? What are you really cultivating?
What's your real purpose?
And I'll tell you, for me, it's your character. You're building self-worth. You're building self-worth, self-love. It doesn't mean that you're getting that from sleeping with a bunch of women, but it means that you believe that why can't I pursue this? Why don't I deserve that? Why can't I walk up to that beautiful woman and that beautiful woman that excites me, that's meaningful to me, and why can't I make the attempt? Why is it that I think that only a certain person is allowed to go up and speak to that person? No, you develop the self-love, self-confidence, self-trust, integrity. You're building up these things that are long-lasting, things that will last you much longer than just the experiences that you have. You learn to believe in yourself and say, yes, I can make the attempt. I deserve it. I'm allowed to go after it. And they're allowed to deny you, and they're also allowed to accept or deny your advances, and you accept that too.
It's that journey, it's that process, that if you're on that path and you're on that journey, you're developing yourself as a person. And everything is a journey. Life is a journey. So if you're just like sitting around and you don't feel like, oh, I'm on an adventure, I'm on a journey, you're just like, you're kind of slowly dying inside. But if you're on that journey, you're gonna feel good.
Yeah, you're dying. You're already dead.
Yeah,
you're already dead.
Regardless of the results, if you're sitting around dying, you're fucked. But if you're on your journey, you're making progress.
Are you really living? It's not. It's most people aren't really living. Are you actually living? Are you actually doing things that scare you? Are you actually riding that edge and pushing your comfort zone and doing things that excites you and going after things that you may not succeed, but are you still willing to go after it? No, there is no guarantees. So then that comes into just enjoying every moment in life. Enjoy life. Enjoy the journey. It really is about the journey.
The ups and the downs, right?
The ups and the downs.
You could like feel amazing one day. Say you go out another day and you just like it's hard going and you're like, fuck, this sucks. I can't do this. Learn to be with that feeling. Learn to feel like the hardship and don't run away from it. Be like, oh shit, I got this like rejection. I'm gonna feel it. And it's like, it's a unique experience in a way to like feel that. So get used to feeling like the full range of emotions in yourself. So when you're talking to a girl, give her that full range of emotions, but also give yourself that full range of emotion and be willing to feel that. Don't try to like run away from bad feelings. Don't run away from good feelings. Really like experience like the whole adventure, the whole experience, and it will be worthwhile. I promise you that.